With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers in their last game, a loss to the Wizards. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. One thing to watch tonight, RJ, both these teams are great passing the ball. They really rack up the assists.
These are the type of teams you want to play for because you know what? If you pass it, the ball will find you again.
Green, the screen. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Morant with it. Pass to KD. Shot clock at 5. Back to Morant. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Holiday. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. The topic at hand, Ja Morant. His ability to completely dominate at times because he's so athletic and aggressive. Coach said we can't let him live in the lane. We have to keep bodies in front of him and make him work for everything he gets. Kevin, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, James. When you think about what makes Evan Mobley such a special talent, Richard, what comes to mind for you?
Well, his defense is already outstanding for a player of his age. And so seeing him add another Defensive Player of the Year award in years to come, that's what he needs to do. He needs to continue to be an anchor.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Morant. For the 3. Another miss by LeBron.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Durant. Turner with the steal. For the finish. Yes, that goes in.
Oh, terrific defense from Turner, forcing the turnover and getting the ball up the court.
Morant, right side. For 3, Siakam. It's rebounded by Indiana. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here is Holiday. Turner with the screen. LeBron drives in. Count it, good.
Okay, King James. Look, there is no stopping Bron when he gets on the bounce.
Pass to Allen. And here is Durant. From outside, off the mark. And LeBron with the clear path to the hoop. He misses the wide-open dunk. Kicks it out to Siakam. That 3 off the mark. Pacers leading by 3. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, smart pass there, setting up Ellis in a position to cash in.
KD a screen. Six to shoot. To stop the run. And then Durant with the dunk.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes pretty easy for him.
Holiday gets the bucket.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll Kevin employment tax, but right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with a maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Smart play there by Mobley, a coach's son. Man, this guy, he's been around the game his entire life.
The Pacers making a change here. When it comes to handling business off the floor, Richard, there might be no one better at doing it than Kevin Durant.
Oh, he's definitely very active, spreading his money around over 40 ventures or so. KD clearly understands the importance of investing and how beneficial it can be long term.
Here's Henderson. After the made shot from KD. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Indiana's shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Now here's Henderson. Pass to James. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For Indiana, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Now here's Henderson. Pass to James. Just 5 on the clock. Green, the screen. Diabate.
Such a wizard with the ball. James always finds the open man.
It's Durant on the wing. A 3-ball. It's good from long range. KD's got 10 points.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Good on the triple. 9 points for Buzelis.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
No one near James as he lets it go. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
Durant's shot is good. He's got 12.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive.
16. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Indiana.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
And here's Beasley. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So it's the visitors now. 4-point game. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Monk, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Monk's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pacers. Here's Beasley. Over to the wing. Pass to Allen. Okongwu a screen. Allen's shot is off. Indiana leading by 7. Outside Holiday. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Kevin, back to you.
They're for real. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
You can see that Monk had just enough of an edge on the drive. The defense was forced to foul.
The Pacers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. So, Richard, you hear the phrase hold time, how long players hold the ball over the course of a game. Walk us through that.
Guys with longer hold times are typically shot creators for their team, or they are post-up players. If you have a shorter hold time, that means you are catch and shoot, catch and decision-making very quickly.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Morant with the steal. Durant wide open. He fires. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Durant's got 15.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
That one goes. Count it. And the Pacers lead by 5.
Just slashing to the rim. Holiday moving with such force and purpose.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
The visitors with the ball. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Here's Morant. Still yet to score. 5 to shoot. The tray. They get it back. Outside Jackson. Hands it from downtown.
Oh, great decision by Mobley, finding the shooter.
The Pacers with the lead. On the wing, Holiday. Monk for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Monk's got 7 points for the quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Ball stolen. Monk outside. Jackson comes over with the double. Pass to Holiday. Puts up a deep 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. And here is Allen. He's covered by Fontecchio. Now here's Jackson. A kick out to Mobley. Pocket 6. Oubre for 3. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
In general, RJ, how would you describe Kelly Oubre's value to a franchise?
We know what Oubre provides a team. He's a versatile player who adds length. When he's aggressive on the offensive end, his slashing and movement can cause problems.
Allen outside. Now Morant. Hasn't made one yet. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Anderson with it. He's picked up by Morant. Pass to James. Here's the screen. To the middle. A shot by Diabate. No good. It's a close game here in Indianapolis. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Ja down the lane. A wide open look here for Okongwu. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
1:15 left to play in the first half. Here's Henderson. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 4.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Goes up with it. Right wing. Offline with his 3.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Back to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. LeBron James hammers it home.
LeBron, the old man, throwing it down. Not much anyone can do about that still.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
But tried by Henderson. Morant with the steal. Green left side. Out to Morant. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers lead by 4. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Allen with it. No scoring in this one. Outside Durant. To the paint. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
What an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
Holiday left side. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Allen outside. Mobley is screened. Durant deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the lead. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. And Monk has got the ball here for the Pacers. The lead is 2. Pass to Holiday. Double team on Holiday. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
Shot clock at 2. Fontecchio. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Fontecchio's got his first bucket of the night.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by Siakam. On for 3. Right side, Kevin Durant. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Mobley is screened. Durant gets it done inside.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Pass to Monk. Takes the 3. Great D that time from Oubre.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point land.
In terms of playoff defense, Richard, it's hard to think of someone better than Jrue Holiday.
Yes, the ball pressure, the deflection. He comes up with plays that impact winning. He does have multiple titles.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. All defensive guard Jrue Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Back to you, Kevin.
It is a new day. Allie, we thank you very much.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
And so they foul intentionally. And some changes here for the Pacers. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to Allen. Here is Durant. 5 on the clock. A kick out to Mobley. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Indiana leading. Now here's James. Henderson outside. Back to LeBron. Tips it up. Here's Diabate. That one drops for him. Diabate's got his second basket. Morant left side. Pass to Siakam. And here's Morant. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
And Okongwu slams it in.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
And it's Indiana's ball. It's a 1-point game. Pass to James. Here's Diabate. And yes, it's good. Diabate's got 6.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Outside, KD. Back to Morant. Just 4 to shoot. Durant in the corner. Oh, the silky smooth 3 from KD.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Pass to LeBron. There's the pick. Cuts it 5 from 18. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Just a master of the mid-range. Look, LeBron James, he knows how to get to his spots and knock down the shots.
And here is Durant. Over LeBron. Durant, that's good. KD's got 24 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
It's a tie game in Indiana. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
43.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, "Let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking."
What a thing of beauty from James.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. Just a little extra on that one.
Here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Richard the Dynamic John Morant. He is an absolute fan and broadcaster favorite.
I'm trying to think of a more exciting player than John Morant, and I'm coming up short. John doesn't just make plays, he makes memories. Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Here's James. And the dunk by James.
This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
James outside. Launches a three. Traps in the tray. And the Pacers lead by 2.
Didn't get a 3 in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
Screen by Siakam. It's Morant with the drive. It's Allen on the wing. There's the triple. The rebound by Turner. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through. And now we've got the intentional foul. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Your Pacers have 2. Come on, everyone. Get live.
On defense, the visitors, trailing by 2. Pass to James. Turner with the screen. The drive by James. And finished off by LeBron.
And James is terrifying on this drive, especially when you give him a launching pad.
Outside for KD. Mobley a screen. Back to Morant. Into the lane. Good work defensively by Turner.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And they double up James. Pass to Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good. In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for John Morant. Greg, dig into that a little bit.
Well, from a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
3 on the clock. Morant finds in. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Pacers leading by 5. Pass to LeBron. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. The 3 is off. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Morant outside. Here's Durant. 6 on the shot clock. A three-pointer. Good.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Now James. Green, the screen. Now Turner. Green outside. It's stolen by Allen. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Outside Durant. To take the lead. Knocks down the three.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
Holiday attacking. Durant rips down the rebound. James with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Turner. And he hits from 17.
Easy to understand why they go to Turner here. They trust in his ability to come through.
Kevin Durant. The long shot, no good. The Pacers with the lead. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Double team on Holiday. It's James. Pocket pass to the paint. And he punches it.
Oh my gosh, LeBron James is hitting a huge bucket. No one has done it more for longer than LeBron James.
Pocket 6. Durant. Missed on the three.
Definitely a situation.
Finishing with force. Whoa.
That's what I'm talking about.
And this is who LeBron James is. An incredible leader. When the game is tight, this guy willing to step up. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Here's Green. It's deflected. It's stolen by Allen. Durant driving the lane.
And we have seen this from Durant before. When the game is on the line, he comes alive.
Absolutely critical chase right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Now James. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. Here's Green. 5 to shoot. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time. And they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
Please give a big round of applause for your
Kevin Durant. A huge two-handed slam.
He just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. This wins. It's a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Right now, my passing screws out of the crowd.